What is up, YouTubers, gamers, and fellow hobbyists out there? Welcome to Chill with Pete. Welcome to me being back in the studio again. I've been on holiday for a couple of days, as you may well know. I've been to my dream location of Seaton, and wow, what an amazing time we had. Absolutely amazing. Things are happening really fast here at the moment, so this is kind of an update. Hobby-wise, I've known for a while I've been having to pack things up and kind of bring things to a kind of more of a halt with all the different things I have done in the past, and but it seems to be happening even more so now. I don't even know where to start. So this is going to be happening. Life is very hectic right now. This is still my haven, my place of solitude where I can chill out with you guys as well, relax, gather my thoughts and things. But my goodness, what started out as just a quick mini breakaway has turned into so much more. And I don't know where to start, guys. We're not just in the slow processes of getting the place done up here to maybe see if we could sell or rent or whatever. No, we're doing it now. Things are booked up. Got a guy coming out to value the house soon, and this is all because while we were there, I mean, the idea was to look at places we'd be looking to move to, like the areas within Seaton itself. And when I say Seaton, I'm talking about Seaton in Devon. Where I grew up, and I'll tell you one of the things that was nice, because I've been regaling Mrs. Minnie Warzo with tales of my childhood and how wonderful the place is, and I can sort of hear myself from having an out of body experience, almost saying, "Oh, come on, she's just gonna think this is just nostalgic childhood wonder." She's not going to believe all the things you say, how wonderful it is, how picturesque it is, how clear the water is, all this kind of stuff. But all the things I told her were proved right. We were there. The place blew her away in terms of how nice it was. She was just blown away. Not just how it looks and how it is, the atmosphere. The sheer atmosphere of the place is just wonderful. And yes, I know we went there at its best, kind of the sunny days and so on, and it's good to see it in all aspects as well. So we've booked a night away in the winter for Mrs. Minnie Warzone's birthday and our anniversary, which will coincide with the Seaton firework display, which should be more winter time, possibly rainy weather. I don't know. You don't get as much rain now as you do in Seaton. Never did anyway. Obviously you do. You get more snow there in the winter than you do down here as well, which is odd. I don't know why. I don't know the science behind it, but yeah, it's just the way it is. But while we were there, so all the things I said about how wonderful the place was proved right. I went swimming in the sea for both days. Both first 2 days I went swimming. I didn't do it on the third day because we had to check out of the hotel and I had nowhere to shower, get all the sea salt off of me and stuff. But it's so easy to swim at Seaton. It's almost like being in the Dead Sea or something, or the Red Sea, is it? But it's a very high salt content there. It's nigh on impossible to drown because you're floating. It's so difficult to get to the bottom, but the water, because it's a pebble beach, filters down through the pebbles. It's crystal clear. I went out quite a way, looked down, I can still see all the different pebbles and that on the bottom. Crystal clear. It's like these clear waters on brochures you see abroad, and like Hawaiian Islands and things like that, where the water's really clear, isn't it? And blue. Well, the same can be said there. absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. A pebble beach isn't everybody's cup of tea, but I know this. I know the area well, and I know where the sand dunes are, so I can go to sand if I want to. I had no particular desire to, because sand gets everywhere, doesn't it? It gets in between your toes, and I had no desire to do that. And I had wet shoes on anyway, so it was no big of a deal. Yeah, we saw different things like sort of cuttlefish bones on the scene. I was half keeping an eye out for some fossils, because you do see them as you're walking along and pick. Oh, I found two. I'm so excited. I don't know where to begin. I found two what they call hagstones on the beach. I found two of them. It's incredibly lucky if you find one. I found two in the same location as well, within arm's reach. Hagstone is a pebble that has a hole burrowed right through the centre of it, like it's been drilled out. It's some sort of mollusk or creature that does it. But it's considered very, very lucky to find one. I found two. So I'm going to get some cord, put one around my neck. Mrs. Minnie Wilson can use the other one. So that was cool. It's like, these are signs. These are signs, guys. It's so convenient that everything is convenient. I've got to think about my health long term as well. So downsize the garden to like having no garden, or just somewhere like a courtyard or somewhere we can just sit out. I'm not going to be able to do it for much longer. It's a bit like when I worked in retail. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do that for much longer either. And, it's a good job I got out of that. But now we are living our best there. Whilst we were there, first day we were there, Mrs. Minnie Warzone got a phone call. She's got a promotion she was after. Another promotion. She's going right up the ranking there, and things are just opening up for us. Things that we couldn't possibly have dreamed about, a year or two ago. Things are happening. While we were there, we took the time. We went into an estate agent's. That's like a real estate place for my American friends. Just on the off chance, just kind of say, put our story across how I want to move back there, and just took all our details, got all. There's a possible location coming up right on the seafront there for us within the next few weeks, she said. But she's taken our details anyway and what we're looking for and that. So that's another step forward. Oh, we had such a good time over there that we went on the tram, and oh wow, I went on the number 12 up to Collie Ford or Colleton. I always get the two mixed up. One of them is the halfway point, like there's a stop off point, and number 11 back, I think it was. Yeah, so it was a red tram going up, and a blue one coming back. I picked up a model of the tram that took us up there. Oh, there it is, Seaton Tramway, special edition. Marvellous. I'm going to make it my mission to collect them all. And go on each tram. Oh, and do you remember I said to you, I don't know if you've the local nerd shop. Oh, there's another story as well. I went in there the first time last time, and they had Quasimodo from Disney Hunchback of Notre Dame. Funko Pop. I picked him up. Yeah. He was. They still had. I said I manifested that. So I'm going to pick up Quasimodo from the nerd shop. And there's a story about the nerd shop, which I'm going to tell you now. And this is strange because the last time I was there, I went in and they had lots of nerdy stuff like nerd t-shirts, mugs, caps, that kind of thing, cool stuff. And there was even a D&D Stranger Things box set in the window, as I recall last time. I thought, I might pick that up next time I'm down here. As it turns out, they've sold out of those, but whatever. This time I went in, and they had out the back. They had a load of retro video game stuff. I thought, oh well, that's their bag, like retro video gaming. I just looked and I saw Warhammer. I'm like, what? Had all the Warhammer paints, brushes, model kits. I'm like, that wasn't here last time. It was not. So I had a look at that, and I very nearly caved to the Horus Heresy Age of Darkness set, but I thought, no, I won't. I'm not getting into 30k. I'm not. No. We went away. I was just saying about how cool it was, and then a thought occurred to me. If you're stocking GW products, you've got to have a gaming table. That's part of one of their clauses they have in their contracts, isn't it? So I thought, there's got to be a gaming table there. Next day, or later in the day, I went back. I walked in and I walked right to the back of the store. Oh, there's a little corridor. I went down the corridor, I looked around the corner, and there are gaming tables. And I think there's an upstairs as well. I was like, wow, there's gaming tables set up, there's painting tables set up. They got it right there. It's made to measure, guys. Yeah. And they've got all the D&D role-playing stuff there too. So I went to the lady behind the till and I said, look, because I wasn't expecting there to be much of a gaming scene in the little fishing village of Seaton. Little fishing town of Seaton. I said, is there much of a gaming scene around here? She's like, oh yeah. There's many tables of D&D you can subscribe to, and they run on certain nights of the week and things like that. I'm like, oh yes. I'm there, guys. It's all made to measure for me. I'm there. And yeah, but that's just part of it. I mean, we went in cafes and had some good coffee and like nibbles to eat and just wandering around. It's just an amazing time. Talked to loads of people while we were there, like different strangers and that, but they're so friendly and welcoming, and I don't know, I can't describe it. It's a completely different atmosphere altogether. It's a sort of place you can walk out around the streets at night and feel completely safe. It's not like a city. It felt like I'd come home. That's how it felt. I felt like I was home. And I haven't been right ever since, since I come back. So, got someone coming around to value the house. We're looking at releasing some of the equity in our home to help our daughter get a little studio apartment somewhere. Just until she's fully qualified, then she'll be earning loads of money, and then she'll pay us back, and then we can cut our mortgage right down once again, and perhaps look to be going mortgage free in our old age. But yeah. So there's that. I've had such an amazing time, guys. I had a cream tea stop off on the tram. We stopped off for cream tea at Colleton, and I couldn't eat all of mine. It was so big. That's scones, cream and jam with a pot of tea, in case you're wondering. But they were huge. They're bigger than my fists. Like, I had two of them cut them and have 4 massive bits. I was like, I can't eat this. It's too much. One would have been sufficient. But there it is. So I picked up that tram model in the shop there. And I got a couple of books and on it, because I'm interested in that kind of thing. I will show you. I got a couple of nerd shirts whilst I was there from the nerd shop. I know I'm rambling all over the place, please forgive me. I picked up a book, a D&D book I was after for a while, then it kind of vanished off my radar. I couldn't find it. I was like, it's The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, this book here. And I just like I've read about it, I've read the whole thing about it. It's about the Witchlight Carnival, and there's a crazy clown in it and all this kind of stuff, and I thought, oh yeah, it appeals to me. And there's a dice set you can get to go with it. Ordinarily I wouldn't touch such things, but as I was there I picked it up, and this box turns into a dice tray as well, so I got that. So 11 dice, 2d20s, 1d12, 2d10s, 1d8, 4d6s and 1d4, and a felt line box The wild, wonderful Witchlight Carnival travels from world to world, bringing the magic of the Feywild with it. Before you get your ticket, grab the right dice for the occasion. And there's a map inside here as well, a player-friendly fold-out map of the Witchlight Carnival. So that's going to be good. There's 19 double-sided cards with descriptions and illustrations of characters, creatures, games, and other features of the Witchlight Carnival. So I really wanted this. You can pick up dice on their own, but I thought, no, I want that. I want the. Although the shop is called Item Drop, it's the card they give out is Axe Valley Wargaming. At Item Drop, that's .co.uk. I will be doing a take a look video on that probably when I get to Seaton proper. Well, there's no probably about it. I will be. I picked up a couple more paints whilst I was there because it'd be rude not to. And yeah, so because I've got that, I'm going to be doing a giveaway soon, as you know. I'm going to be doing 2 giveaways. I've got the awesome role-playing book I was going to give away. I'm also going to be giving away the Tales from the Loop starter box set, and I'm going to be giving away Things from the Flood, the book that kind of goes, well, it's like an expansion to Tales from the Loop. Awesome game. I haven't actually played it yet, but obviously I have opened it. But it's all there. It's all, and I think let's get it to a better home. So I'm going to be doing that. You know, I'm just, like I say, I'm just happy to have got picked up my book here. Awesome, amazing stuff, and yeah, and of course the other book. I'm not even going to take it out of this packaging. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing 2 giveaways, and that's awesome. I'm going to be finishing up painting stuff. I'm going to be reluctant to start building things now, though, with the move being imminent. So it really is just going to be a case of finishing up what I've got. But if I do any gaming sort of stuff, it'll probably be role-playing. D&D in particular. I'm wanting to do a video because I've got so many D&D campaign books now, which is exactly what I wanted for 5th edition. I've got so many of them. I just want to start rolling up some characters, and we'll do that together, and see how we go from there. I know I want to do a campaign with one of my very first D&D characters that I ever had, because you know he never died. He was still alive. I think he went to about level 13 or 14 or 15. It might have been. He got quite a high level, but yeah, I'll make him a mid-range level character, I think, at some point in the future, and I'm going to start some games brand new from scratch. You know, now I've got these other campaign books to do it with. I've got a lot of stuff. I've got a homebrew in my head I want to do as well, and this is all going to be solo role playing. So we're going to be using all the tools that I've got at my disposal, which is quite considerable now, to do that, and that's going to make life a heck of a lot easier. I've got the gear, you see. I've got it here, right here. I've done obviously I took video footage whilst I was away in Seaton, and I've got a load of photos. I am going to be putting a video together for that, and that's going to be for my patrons, just to see you know, what I got up to on holiday, and it probably will have Mrs. Mini Warzone's thoughts on it as well, so we'll both be sort of commenting on it. Although you'll see me talking and that on like the intro, that I decided that, as I've been used to far better recording audio, I'm not going back to that. And the only time I'll ever go back to like a camera on, a microphone on a camera built in, it'll probably be for nature or things like that. If I was like doing a nature channel or something like that, I don't know. But that's the other thing. When I go to Seaton to live, I will be starting a new YouTube channel alongside this one, and it will be all about Seaton it will cover Seaton Beer and Colleton, Axminster, all the local fishing villages and the history behind it, because the history of Seaton is it's absolutely mind blowing when you start looking into it. And I'm not going to go into that here, but yeah, that's a whole different area. So but I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do picturesque walkarounds, and I'm going to have a nostalgia corner where I'm going over places I went to as a child. And I'm going to go down I've made the decision to go down to lose my car. When I say lose it, when the contract runs out, I've got another year left on it. I'm not going to renew my car, because that will save us another, quite a bit of money every month, and this is all going to help us towards getting to Seaton. Yeah, so all good, looking good. We're going to keep Mrs. Vinnie Warzone is going to keep us. There may be, she's going to want to come down to Plymouth to see her mum and see our daughter, possibly once a month, that kind of thing. Our daughter was going to be driving up as well, isn't she? She'll be able to stay over as well, because we'll have a spare room for her, and she's going to see how awesome it is, and just we're going to have a good time. We're going to have such a good time. It's, I've got no words. I've got no words to describe how excited I feel. There's a lot of hard work ahead, though. We've got a chappie coming around to start building our, two guys actually, the company. They're going to be building a new wall at the back for us, so we've got to clear all that out of the way. I've got to get the grass cut, because I've got someone coming around tomorrow to value the property, and it's just going to look better with the garden a little bit tidier. So but the end is in sight for the grass cutting guys. I'm excited to think that too, because that is a lot of work. But then there are other benefits to me moving to Seaton. One, I'll be walking over. We walked loads of places while we were away. I've done more walking in the last week than I have in the last 2-3 years. Honestly, way more. And I'm going to get a push bike. Well, I've got one. I might just get it done up, or I might get it all serviced up, like new tyres and new brakes, and get it all the cables all done and oiled and everything. Yeah, proper full service on it. So it's an 18-speed mountain bike. Nothing wrong with it. I'll probably get that done. Either that, or I'll just pick one up while I'm there. Whatever's going to be easiest for me. And I will cycle everywhere, because Seaton is flat. Dude, it's so flat. There are 2 hills that I can think of, and even neither one of them are steeper than the hill going up to our local shop. Neither one of them. So yeah. I'm so stoked. It's been mind blowing, literally mind blowing. What a great experience I've had. So hobby wise, naffle's been done. But I've been away, soaking up the sun, having a good time. Oh man. But hobby will come back. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. And it will come back. And it will come back with a vengeance. There'll be a lot of hobby in the future. But for now, it's just, I'm adapting what I can do to facilitate moving away. Yes, I'll be sad to get out of here, because it's a beautiful studio. It's got lovely lighting, lovely LED lighting, office lighting, and electrics are all supplied. That's really, really nice. But at the end of the day, do I own it, or does it own me? I just want to go where my heart lies, and my heart lies in Seaton, guys. And I think Mrs. Mini Warzones does as well now. I've always wanted to move back there, but now I've got the actual opportunity to, life is presenting itself as an opportunity to do this. And yeah, so that's it. So yeah, I don't think there's too much else. Like I say, hobby wise, I've got to finish up my Imperial Fists, of course. Of course, I'm finishing these guys. I would say awesome, really awesome. They look fantastic once they're based as well, and I'm looking forward to that. So when they're done, and they can go in one of the many boxes, multitudes of boxes I've got over there. Really useful boxes are really useful. I've said it before. Most of this stuff can just be taken and put on a van and driven somewhere and offloaded. So when we move to Seaton, I will be hiring a van. I'm probably going to hire. I'm probably going to hire the van for a couple of days at least. I think 2 days. 2 days I can get the bulk of this stuff done. Moved. We're not taking much other than our bed, furniture wise. Our bed and our workstations, our bed, and our TV screen, and my gaming tables, and the chairs I sit on out here. That's pretty much the only furniture we're going to take with us. We're just going to get furniture there, because I think, easier. We're going to use this opportunity to become a lot more minimalistic. And there's a beautiful bowling club there. Jam Jar 34. If you're watching this, you'd love it. There's a beautiful bowling green there with amazing sea views all around. So you can look at these amazing picturesque views whilst you're bowling on the green up there at the top of Seaton. It's like, wow, it's just amazing. It really is. I'm seriously thinking of taking up bowling in the future. It looks like a really fun thing to do, and I think I could probably pull that off. Historically they used to have a golf course up there now, but which now is just a part of gardens you can walk through and sit and stuff. And in the Second World War, it was there was a golf course up there. I think after the war it closed down as a golf course, but it's still really, really nice. There's so much to explore there. It just feels, being in the heart of nature, as it were, like that, just changes the way you feel, changes the way you vibrate on a resonance with your environment. It just feels so much better. I felt the best I've felt in a long time when I was in the water. It's like hydrotherapy or the salt or what, but I had no pains in my limbs at all. Felt completely normal. I felt completely normal. That hasn't happened to me since I went to Florida when I was in the pool every day. That hasn't happened to me since I went there. So it's got to be hydrotherapy, like just in general, right? The moving around in the water, and as soon as I got out, I pretty much started hurting again. But in the water, no pain at all. It's like you couldn't get me out of the water. It's like, come on, we gotta start thinking about packing up soon. And I'm like, no, I'm good here, thank you. I could be in it all the time. I really could. And they've got these huts all along the front as well that you can either hire or buy or whatever. And I thought they were just like changing huts. But people, they got like sinks in there, and they got like tea, coffee, and all the facilities. They sit out the front because there's public toilets just at the end. There's toilet facilities. There are taps all along which offer filling up your dog's bowls of water and stuff. You just wash off there. You can spend the whole evening there if you want. You can have a little barbecue out there. They've even got barbecue bins just for you to put your barbecue stuff in. I didn't see one item of rubbish either on the beach or on the streets whilst I was there. Not one. Not a one. No, I'm not exaggerating. It's the cleanest place I've ever been to, period. Just wonderful. And there's so many more things I could talk about, and I'm sure they'll come to me, especially after ended this video. Oh my goodness, we're at 30 minutes. I better end it now then. So yes, this is a long chill repeat, and I'm very sorry about that, but thanks for sticking with me. It's been an amazing experience, and I'm more pumped than ever to get there. And when I do, I'm going to share so many good exciting videos with you guys. I'm going to be able to do chill repeats with the sea behind me. I could do it on the beach. I've got so many plans. So watch this space. That's all I can say. I can do videos. I can do P&Qs there. I'm going to do a P&Q event for being there. Damn right I am. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do them all over, and you will see how wonderful it is and how it's changed me. You will be able to watch that from the start of my videos till the end, really. But there you go. So when my friend comes down from Liverpool, he'll be able to stay there with me instead of down to Plymouth. He'll have to come down to Plymouth to see, because he's got his children down here. He sees his children. But on the way back, he can stop off in Seaton for a night or whatever. We'll have a good time. So, thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Sorry I've rambled on a long time. I didn't realise the time, but I'm so all over the place. But I know where I'm going. Thank you. Remember, all brushes lead to war. And I'll see you guys on another video. So bye for now, folks. Bye bye.